Hello everyone, welcome back to the KMTRADERS channel. So this is the full market analysis volume 30. Again, we're just going to discuss all of our pairs. Currently the ones that are highlighted in yellow, so from gold to USD, USD CAD, we are going to discuss tomorrow, okay guys? So the ones in blue and purple, we're just going to basically take a look at that for today. So first we're going to start off with Euro USD. So my thoughts around this pair is, we are looking at this break of a downtrend. We are seeing price step up very slowly, nice choppy behavior, but again, it is what it is. We are pushing slowly into this area here. So this is roughly about 618 on the fib from this drop here. So where I intend to see price go is pretty much in line with this Fibonacci. So I want to see price push into this area at some point, and then I will be looking out for areas in the market to see if we could possibly take a short here. Now, another thing that can help you in determining when to short is pretty much just drawing a trend line, which is obviously counter to this move. We can see this coming up here, and if we can see how price is getting very steep and close towards this 618, so roughly by the 21st of October, again possibly we could see a turnover around at this point. So again, just as an estimate, you could see price push down there. So if this does happen, and again once we start to see some weakness around the 618, etc., and we take our shorts, again, where do I see price go? So after that, once we start to see price and we see this break of this downtrend, I want to see price take out this low here. So we could end up targeting 1.16, which is roughly here. And if we could take out that level, that would be a great completion for this next move that we're going to be taking. So from the 618 mark all the way to the bottom is roughly just around 250 pips. So we do have a potential to make some good profits in the long run here. Of course, this drop won't be as aggressive as you think. It's going to take some time. So again, just keep that in speculation if you are a swing trader or scalper or intraday trader, etc. So again, all I'm saying is just understand it's going to take time for a price to get down here. Okay guys, so that's my next move for Euro USD. I'm going to be looking over for some shorting conditions, selling conditions, of course. So yeah, if we do have any changes, we will make a separate video for you guys. So now we'll move on to our next pair, so AUD USD, because tomorrow we're going to check the other pairs. So again, similar situation here. I have seen that price has taken a break towards the upside of our downtrend. So again, I am looking. I first was initially looking at how price was going to react to here. Now my second scenario is to see how price reacts to this zone here. So we can see how price has hit multiple support levels here, previous price action. So we've got a resistance here, potential support, nice dynamic resistance and support. So I hope you can see that. I'm not going to pinpoint that out for you guys, but I hope you can see why I've placed this zone here. So again guys, pretty much I want to see how price reacts to this zone. We may get some overthrow, we may see price push higher, just out of this zone, all good stuff really, just to see if we can collect some liquidity here. But again, I will be seeing if price can make a push to the downside after we get those orders in, and I will be looking to take out this low again, so around 0.7 flat, if we can take this this level out, so roughly around here. And it will be good if we can take this low out as well. If I pull out the profit potential, just again, just over 250 pips. Another thing that can help you aid in this trading idea is if we take a look at the intraday or a smaller time frame perspective of an uptrend, so going against the main downtrend, and if we can see price start to fail and push over into this area, so we can see price push over into like this as such, and we can see price push into that way, then you can use this as a nice confluence to take a sell from. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts for this pair. So moving on to USDJPY. As we discussed the last few days or so, we did post a video about this shortly, but just to give you an update on this, we started to say that we could see a potential in price failing to push higher because we have broken out of our extremely high, not extremely high, sorry, a higher time frame downtrend here. So if you were to draw the daily time frame or weekly, it's extending a lot higher than this, but it does go all the way back to the weekly time frames in more or less sense. So yeah, pretty much all I'm saying is that we could see that throw over and see price break into the downside. Now, if that does happen, this would be quite significant. You could set yourself up for some nice long opportunities, short and opportunities into the downside, and I would be expected to hold this trade for a very long time. Of course, that's if we can get in at the right time. But again, pretty much looking at to take out the lows 165 pips, which is really good for USDJPY in my opinion. Personally, this pair has a lot of choppy behavior, and it's quite hard to even get 100 pips personally in one good run. So if you're able to take a short here, and if price presents a nice opportunity, I would highly recommend you to take that, and it could even drop further. Again, I am looking to look at around 103.5 as such. Actually, let's see if we can draw a possible potential target now. Hold on. If we look at this, for example, this one here, sorry, this one, pull up. So I would be inclined to look at 1.382 move here. So roughly, if we say around 103, that would be a good enough target to take. So if we could get into around the 103 level, as a possible downside move from here to where price is right now to there, 250 pips again move to the downside. So we do have that as a good reward or a good prospect to look out for. Again, just make sure you're controlling your risk, etc. CAD JPY for tomorrow, looking at Euro JPY for now. So this one has been a quite tricky one for us. We can see prices slowly stepping up to the upside, and it actually does look quite bullish. So, in my opinion, I do think we are going to see some sort of drop to the downside. Now, I'm thinking because of this move to the downside was very strong, and it's just possibly retracing this move to a degree. So, if you were to pull a fib extension tool on this, we're coming to the 618. So we do have some multiple confluences here. Another thing, we do have some RSI divergence forming. So again, remember guys, this is just where the trend peaks are different. So this is a downtrend, this is an uptrend. Divergence. Pretty much what I could be looking out for is price to fail to push any higher, and price starts to push down into this area. Now, if this does happen, I will be looking to take out this low that is currently made, potentially into 122 for the long run. So something like this would be some sort of target there. So if we were to draw this from this zone to this zone here, be just again under 250 pips. Quite weird how everything's running to 250 pips, of course. But yeah, is what it is. Again, that's what I'm thinking. If we can get into that idea that we can drop in one more time into this zone, that's my next move for this pair. And yeah, pretty much I want to see a downside move. So if we can spot some weakness over the next few days, we could start to see this really drop to the downside, guys. So again, hopefully this does work out. Obviously, if there are any changes, we'll keep you updated in the trading group. Looking at NZD/JPY now. Now for me in this pair, I still think we do have some upside opportunity. Now, again, we are looking at a downtrend here. I'm just actually paying attention to this spike of move to the upside. I think we could still be in store for another push to the upside. Key area you could look out for is to see how price reacts to something like this uptrend. So again, what I'm thinking is price could move up ever so slightly, possibly into 71, may spike there or something like that, nice psychological level. But if we get into that level, and then if we start to see weakness, my idea for this pair is to drop into this low here, so to take out this low here, so possibly into 78.6, and if we did get price to push into 71 into this low, it's just around 230 pips, so very big move here. So there is a lot for grabs if we're gonna do this overall in the long run. I could assume this whole route though will take some time, so again, just make sure that if you do follow this type of trading idea, it will take time to develop, and it's not an overnight process, guys, so just stay patient with it, and obviously we will update our analysis for you in the Telegram group chat, so make sure you are joined to that. AUDJPY for tomorrow, and coming to the last pair for this video is USDCHF. So the idea behind this pair is quite a tricky one. I do have mixed views about this, but I will discuss what I'm thinking right now. So what I'm looking at is obviously this this uptrend here. We see a very strong break to the downside. Now I am looking at this as a potential push to the upside, and I was saying that I wanted to see 0.39 being respected, because look how close we were to seeing a price action test that level. So I think we could see price actually push into this level in the long run. Now I have two zones drawn here. Now the first one is basically a warning sign for myself. So I am thinking that price could make a return into the upside. So I will be looking to see if price can break the downtrend, and then if we can push up all the way into 0.93. That's my desired route. But again, I am looking at this level here to see if we could, as long as we stay above this zone here, so 0.906, if we stay above 0.906 and 0.904, we could be looking at some bullish opportunities still. The only times where I would be concerned is if we break lower than this, and I will be keeping price action into consideration a lot. If we do see a nice big wick here with a small rectangle body, so for example a big doji, I won't be concerned. But if we see a very strong close to the downside like this, and then a retest, something like that, I would be a bit cautious to see if longs are still in favor. And I may present another bearish opportunity. So again, my idea behind this pair is that we are going to go long, and we are going to go I'll be thinking to aim for 0.93. But again, guys, all I'm saying is if we do go lower than this zone, I'm going to be pre-warned. And my last chance to take a long opportunity is, as long as we stay above 0.9, I'll be confident enough to continue to take a long. But if we do go any lower than this level, I would consider this pair becoming bearish, as we are making new lows. So yeah, guys, just keep that in perspective, what I'm thinking here. And that's why I wanted you guys to just be a bit careful with this pair. So that's all I've got to say for all of this week's market action. There's been a lot going off so far. Hopefully you did have a good trading week, of course. And we do have a trading group as well, so all of the links are in the description. Check our Telegram group chat as well. Our social media is there as well, so if you want to ask us a question, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And of course, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, I do appreciate your time for listening. As always, make sure you're subscribed, give this video a like, and of course, make sure you leave your comments if you have any at all. So again, guys, thank you very much for your time, for listening. See you guys all in the next one.